Hello. Today I want to talk about something a little different from the past few videos. The last, 3 videos I've put out have had pretty much a consistent theme of college stories or reflections on university, but I don't want this channel to be only that. I'd like to talk about other things that have been on my mind, and one thing that I've been wanting to talk about, and that I've written an article on. You can find it on my blog page, Apollonian Germ at at WordPress.com, ApollonianGerm.wordpress.com. And the topic today that I'd like to talk about is what happens after you die. There are basically 2 popular views on what happens after you die today. We have the Judeo-Christian view of some kind of afterlife, where really the eternal is found after you die. You reach heaven or hell, and you spend the rest of eternity there. So that's one view. There's an afterlife. That's the second view, is the atheistic or scientistic worldview, I guess, whatever word you want to give it, but it's that there is no afterlife whatsoever. And usually this comes along with the scientistic Big Bang picture, that the universe was created, which actually is very similar to the Christian worldview. They both agree, the atheist and the Christian both agree, that the universe was created. But the atheist, or the agnostic, or the scientist, whatever you want to call them, thinks that there is no afterlife, or at least that you cannot prove that there's an afterlife, so you might as well never think about it. But generally, most people who have this worldview think that once you die, your body disintegrates, your atoms are scattered, and you just cease to exist forever. You stop existing, and that's it. And one day the universe will end, existence will end, and everything will just be nothing. There will be the big freeze, or the big crunch, or whatever finale, whatever final scene you want to imagine. There's going to be an end, just as there was a beginning. Which also agrees or coincides with the Christian worldview that there's a beginning and an end. The beginning is the creation, God's creation of existence, and then the end is the rapture, the second coming, whatever. There's usually some grand finale that's envisioned from a religious worldview. Which is why I think that atheism and Christianity are both religions unto themselves. Although I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from atheists for saying that. But they are. They both match the definition of religion, which is irrational explanations. But there is a third view. There is an alternative. You don't have to believe that the universe was created. You don't have to believe that it will be destroyed. But what you can do in this third view is understand that matter and motion are eternal. There's no way to create something out of nothing, and there's no way to destroy something into nothing. Existence is eternal. There was no beginning. There will never be an end. There are only cycles, and there's one cosmic cycle, if you will, that is unthinkably long, and there's no possible way to put a number on it. I mean, there technically is a number to it because it is finite. It will repeat. But it's so unthinkably long that our minds can't visualize and conceive of that scale, that massive scale. But if we understand two things, that matter cannot be created or destroyed, and there is motion. And if there is motion and matter cannot be created or destroyed, then matter has always been in motion. And eventually things will come around again. I'm not talking about some historical sense of reincarnation or some historical sense of history repeating, but literally everything, great and small, every tiny little detail in your life will repeat forever and ever. After you die, this cosmic minute, this massive time scale will elapse without your knowledge of it, without your experience of it. It'll be a snap of a finger for you. But eventually your life will repeat in the exact same way, over and over, forever and ever. And there's no end. The entire cycle of the universe will repeat over and over, forever and ever, without end. And you will repeat with it. There's no finale. There's no creation. There's no timeline. There's just an incessant chain of cause and effect that goes on forever. And you're just one link in it. So take that for what you will. I think it's a beautiful idea. Thanks for watching.